The night was dry and endless when a young woman stumbled out of an old pickup truck, her shadow barely keeping up with her. Her knees hit the dirt and her trembling voice whispered, "Just kill me quickly." The wind carried her words across the silent highway. Moments before the distant roar of motorcycles broke the stillness, 5 men in black leather vests stopped beside her. The biggest among them, Hawk Grayson, broad-shouldered, tattooed, a man carved by years on the road, stepped forward. When he gently lifted the torn flannel from her shoulder, what he saw froze the air itself. Burned into her skin was a mark, the Vulture's MC emblem, the brand of a violent gang known for owning lives. For years, Rain Whitlock had been their captive, a prisoner in a place once called home. They branded her like property and she thought she'd die there. But she escaped, and ran until her soul was nothing but dust and fear. Hawk had seen pain before, but this was different. That symbol was more than cruelty. It was familiar. His sister had vanished years ago, taken by the same gang. Without a word, Hawk took off his jacket and placed it over Rain's shoulders. His crew understood. This wasn't just a stranger. This was a message from the past. They took her to their hideout, an old gas station turned workshop. She didn't ask questions. She didn't care where they were going. Her body was too tired, her hope too thin. But when they gave her water, cleaned her wounds, and asked for nothing in return, something inside her shifted. For the first time in years, she felt safe. Days passed. The fear faded, replaced by anger. Not the kind that destroys, but the kind that wakes the dead parts of your soul. One night, she stared into a cracked mirror, tracing the scar on her skin. "I'm done running," she whispered. Hawk met her eyes and nodded. "Then we ride." That night, under a moonless sky, the Iron Shepherds rolled out like ghosts on the highway. Rain sat behind Hawk, clutching his vest like an anchor. They weren't going to kill Mason Varick, the Vulture's leader. Not yet. First, they would take back what he stole, her freedom. The confrontation was quick and silent. When Mason stepped out of the shadows, his smirk vanished. He saw Rain, and alive, unbroken, and surrounded by men who would die for her. Hawk didn't need to speak. The message was clear. The girl you tried to destroy has a family now. By sunrise, it was over. Mason's empire had fallen. Rain didn't need to see the end. The morning wind kissed her face, and for the first time, she felt the warmth of the sun without fear. When they returned, she stepped off the bike, turned to Hawk, and said softly, "Thank you for not letting me disappear." He nodded. "You're one of us now." And then she smiled. Not the broken smile of a survivor, but the real one of a reborn soul. If this story touched you, if you believe in kindness, redemption, and courage, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Every click helps us bring more stories that remind the world humanity still matters.